Committee, will you stand for the pledge and a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Precious Heavenly Father, thank you again for this opportunity to be here, Lord. We ask you to let us continue to make the decisions, no matter how harsh they are, for the best of our community, our school, and most importantly, our students. I ask you to be with the military, Lord, put a hedge of protection around them, and bring them all home safe. In your precious name we pray. Amen. Amen. First thing is the approval of the agenda.
Yes, there's a couple additions there, so I'd ask you to approve the amended agenda.
I move we approve the amended agenda.
I'll second.
Moved and second. Roll call. Kelsey, please.
Jerry?
Yes.
Linda? Yes. Tim?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Deb? Yes.
At this time is patron comments. Public's always invited to speak before the board. Please stand when you're recognized by the president and state your name. Anybody like to speak to the board at this time? Okay, moving on. Board minutes.
Yes, you can approve those all at once, but the approval of the board reorganization minutes from last month, and the regular board minutes, and then our executive session board minutes from last month.
Move to approve those minutes.
Second.
Moved and second. Kelsey, please.
Jerry?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Deb? Yes.
Okay. Special presentation.
Yes, we got a couple tonight. First is Mr. Jones doing a couple new award he's going to start giving out for student recognition, so I'll turn it over to him.
All right, thanks for having me here. This is something I have been looking forward to, I tell you, since last summer. So last school year, I was at a conference, I think up in Fort Wayne, and I was listening to Beech Grove HR, and they had this idea for students and staff. I think they would call it something like, you got stung, right? They're the hornets. And so what that was is this like surprise visit to a classroom, and it was pulling the teacher out and surprising them and celebrating them for whatever awesome things that they were doing. And so I really like that concept, and last summer thinking about this and just trying to land on the perfect name, and then one morning here it hit me like a ton of bricks. Spirit. The UC Spear and, you know, rah-rah spirit, right? And so I thought, all right, I have the perfect title for this thing, and I want it to be absolutely elite. I want it to be special. It's not going to be this weekly thing. It's not going to be this monthly thing. We're not going to throw these things out every time the wind blows a different direction, but rather this is going to be reserved for students who take our profile of a graduate and take their representation of our school to a whole other level. So I can't stand here and tell you how many of these we're going to give out, but our students do a lot of amazing things, and when they do, I'd like to present them with this award. But before I get more into all of that, there's a couple of thank yous here. We came up with the idea, came up with the title, the concept, all of those things, and went to Mr. Ray because what we wanted was students to create this award. So students have designed and created this. I don't know if you got a chance to see it in the boardroom over there. I can pass it around here real quick. And they come with these really cool little stands here as well. So this is an award that's designed by students and for students. And it's just another of a long list of examples when we give our students opportunities to do awesome things. And you give them time, and you give them resources, and you give them accountability. This is the type of stuff that they can generate. So I'm super proud of this award and the people who went into it or worked on it, and all of the work that has gone into this. And so just a thank you to Mr. Ray, and thank you to his students, Angie Gonzalez and Odessa Lazoya, for creating this award for us. So, as I said earlier, this award is reserved for the absolute most special circumstances. And the three recipients of our very first Spirit Awards, I think, are totally deserving of this recognition. They've been here before. You've seen their work. It's out in the gym foyer. The three students here, and I just want to read a little bit from their Workforce Wednesday project leader, Mr. Purton. This is what he submitted to me when I asked him to say a little bit about these students. So Nova, London, and Rosie led their Workforce Wednesday group to become the prestigious award recipients of the 2025 Sandy Stravas Award. This award is given to one group once a year in the state of Indiana for historical excellence. This group has accomplished a lot, but their efforts are highlighted by their work to create a Veterans Honor Wall in our school. They raised funds, conducted research, and collaborated with designers to honor those who serve our country and are UC graduates. And so it is with absolute great pleasure here that I recognize Nova Moat, London Cotter, and Rosie Ramos. Their energy, dedication, and spirit have made UC a better place. I am confident they will continue to make their world a better place for the rest of their lives. So congratulations, you three of you. Please come up. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Like I said, I have been thinking about this for a long, long time. I have been waiting for this moment for months and months and months now, and so it's awesome to make it happen. Much appreciated. Thank you. Great job.
Moving on. Yes. Our elementary robotics team's got a quick presentation for you. They did some competitions this year and weren't, if I recall, like one group wasn't too far off from making state or the next level, so they're growing and improving, and I'll give you a little demo here.
That's exactly right. So come on up, team. You can stand right here and face these folks. They're slightly nervous. They're going to be fine here real quick, but they're slightly nervous. So I'm going to let them start and introduce themselves, and we're going to start with you.
Hi, my name is Jackson Tharp. This is my first year in robotics, and I'm really starting to like it.
Hi, my name is Max. This is my first year, and I don't know if I like it yet.
My name is Camden Lester. I'm in 4th grade, and I really like robotics.
I'm Jensen Lynch, and this is my 2nd year, and I love robotics.
Hi, I'm Grace Elifris. This is my 2nd year. I really like it.
My name is Carly Keeley. I am in 4th grade, and this is my 2nd year in robotics.
Okay. So this isn't everybody. We're missing a few members. Who are we missing?
Alex and Miles and
So
Riley.
they couldn't make it. It wasn't a requirement. So these folks volunteered to come and show you their robots. I wanted to let you know, I think we started in 2018. It was something I'd went to the previous superintendent and asked, how can I get this started? How do you get this? And we just kind of got it started. There's a new robot that gets built every year. There's a new game every year. And we've even went through the expanded field transition of robotics. This is behind me. I should probably start with myself. I'm Treva Goff, and this is
Clarinda Keeley.
yeah. And is this your first year?
Yes, this is my first year helping.
No, this is your second.
Oh no, wait, it is my 2nd year. It's
Yeah,
my 2nd
yeah.
year.
So,
It's our first year going to a competition, which
Yes,
was a
yeah.
whole new world,
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So they've already told you who's new and who's. We started in September. We went through transition of kids started with us and they quit. Then we got some new members in because that's kind of hard. It's kind of a long season. And we just finished up a couple weeks ago. Okay. We totally, for our year, we had 25 practices, which means staying after school till 4:30, building their robots. We're going to show you what that's about in just a minute. We had one practice meet with Willard before the season started. And what does meeting with another team do for you? What?
It helps us grow. Communicating with other teams.
So they went over there. They learned different ways to score points. And then we also taught them some things, didn't we? Because they didn't know some of the things we had learned once we had gone up to Jay County. We had 4 meets at Jay County. 3 of those were practices, and then the last one was state qualifier. And we were this close. It was down to the wire. There was one more match after ours, And we had how many points?
47.
And how many points won?
48.
And it was a tie break. They both scored 48, and then there was a tie break. So there was only one of those teams that got to go. So that was heartbreaking, but it was very exciting and nerve-wracking, and it was so exciting. We were excited. There's 3 types of matches. There's skills match, where there's one robot on the field. The only way to qualify for state now is with that one robot driving themselves. But we had a lot of match play, where there's 2 robots on the field, and both teams score the same amount of points for that match.
We almost won that too.
And we all absolutely, and I'm gonna tell that in just a second, but I'll let you tell. Oh yeah, and then there's programming play, and we didn't have anybody do any programming this year, but at the state level, that's what they do. Would you like to say anything?
Sorry, I'm like hiding behind it, but I couldn't get connected to the board. But I did send the slideshow to you if you want to pull it up, Mr. Adams. That's fine. No, you're fine. What did you last say? Because I want to make sure that
okay.
Okay. Yes. So I know that somebody said something about confidence. Do you want to share about that a little bit? Like, how did that grow, or why did that grow when you were in the competition?
Because we got to take it with other schools, and we got to make new friends from different schools, and we played with each other on the board, and we just became friends.
Now, was it easy the first time?
No.
Okay, right? That's why I'm talking about it grew, right? We had some jitters the very first time that we went to a competition, but it was nice that we got to go to 4, and just the friendships, like you said, that were made, and just that continue of building confidence and moving forward. How about robots falling apart? Did that ever happen?
Yeah, that did happen. Last match.
So our team of girls, they stuck it out. They had their best run when they were on the board for their last time, and then at the very last time they did the skills run, it fell apart. But the thing about it is, when it falls apart, are you allowed to fix it in the moment?
No.
So you gotta keep going.
Touch the robot
So
on the board.
so that was. Yep. So it was interesting that they still had time left, so they were trying to do something on the board, and so we give them props for that. They didn't give up. So.
What about confidence with speaking to others, checking in?
Yeah, so before we start any of our matches or skills, we have to take our robot to this table, and they have to inspect it. It has to be a type of links. Then it's a type of
All the measurements.
yeah, there's rules.
It's everything right.
Then we have to put our initials on a tablet. Then we have to. Then they have to see our license plate.
Your official number.
Yeah, then they have to put it on the board. Then they connect it with the other license plate. Then we go with each other.
I like the power with that. Before the match even we get up there, we have to go search around the room and look for our other team we're with and strategize with them before we do all that.
What does it mean to strategize?
Well, tell them what you're gonna do and what they're good at and what we're good at.
Like knocking off the pins and stuff.
People that
What are we gonna do?
code that can do other things with their robots.
Yeah,
because like one time we were doing a match, and this one team that we were going against, they could put it on top of like the tall yellow beam, and our robots can't do that.
Okay. So, Team A, this little girl here in the front, she couldn't come tonight, but this is our only girls team. This is the match. for someone who knows nothing, we'll explain in just a minute. So Team B, we've got 2 members here from Team B as well, but
That, I don't think he just kind of stopped coming.
and then our Team C.
There we go.
And we do have 2 members from that team here tonight, too. Okay, so they know nothing about that game. So how long is a match?
1 minute.
And what are the requirements during the
You
match?
have to switch
Halfway. You have 5 seconds to switch.
You have
30. No, 10.
You
I
have
think
5
10.
seconds to switch, or else you're disqualified.
Yeah, so
Switch drive.
you have to. One driver starts with it, and then the next other drives has to put the other half. Then when that says and you switch, then you have to give it to your next partner.
And what's the purpose? What are you trying to do with the pins?
We have to stack them. We can make 2 stacks and 3 stacks. And different colors get more points.
There is some.
Yeah, that was one of the, like we said, we do different games every year. And so last year it was like we were throwing at a
Yeah,
target.
you had like
Yeah.
But this year, there were so many different ways to score that that was difficult and overwhelming.
I think if we had this game last year, and then last year's game this year, it
When
might
we
went a little better.
wasn't we allowed to add like different partners?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So then we have 1 robot that's still broken, so they can't drive. But the other 2 teams would like to drive for you and just show you how their robot works, if that's okay. All right, so real
Go
quick, get
quickly.
up there. Who's going to start, and you can switch drivers. Get up there, and you can switch drivers. And actually, I'll do the do-do-do, and you can switch drivers again. So go ahead and,
You can get
Go,
the
Jensen.
timer.
you can drive at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine. Go.
You can drive at the same time, it's okay. One thing while they're working on that, as coaches, we're not allowed to help them build a robot. We can't really, if they have a hard time getting a pin in or out, something like that, but that is totally on them. And the kits are in front of you. You can see how the kits are absolutely in pieces, little tiny pieces. What are your favorite pieces that you love?
Washers.
They're the tiniest little pieces.
So small.
So small.
There
Yes.
is, and it was,
I wasn't able to get it up there,
That's okay.
but they do have instructions for just a basic robot to start with, and then like they said, they could modify it and change it.
12 minutes finding one. We've spent one day looking.
I did, oh, you want the timer on? I am so sorry.
They all
Like every
started building with the same robot, but they could totally modify it.
we follow instructions.
Yes.
On
That-
the computer,
that's on our computer.
Two,
To get
but
them
it's
started.
not.
How long does it
But
take to
there's
build
lots
one?
of
Ooh, how long did it take us to build them?
It depends.
You guys built
It took
About
8
a
days.
month.
8 days.
It took
About a month.
a month or two for us.
We didn't even
So an hour and a half, 3 hours a week, 12, 15 hours, something like that. It's a piece that they could pick up if they would have built a robot to invert their pin. They could have put the pin down in it.
It's another way to
It's
get
another way to
points.
score points.
Put that on the baby.
Which color gets the most points?
So they get more points if they do 3 different colors. So a 3-color stack was worth an extra 10 or 15 points.
So if you're touching the stack at the end, it won't count.
That was something we had to learn.
Yeah. If a stack is
touching
touching at all, it won't
Okay,
count.
good job. Anybody else want to drive real
Well,
quick?
Yeah,
Okay.
the rules are so
complicated.
complicated, but it was
Damn.
definitely a good
thought-
learning
We
experience.
thought it gained you points until we went to a match,
sorry, let me pause
and
it.
it didn't give you.
You said, where did my points go?
Uh-huh.
Next year, we will not have this game. It'll be something totally
They
different.
start fresh.
robot.
Different
Different
game,
robot.
different robot, different game.
What will you do with these robots?
We're going to take them apart.
It's part of our piece, you know, that they
They're going to take all the pieces apart.
It's
We're
so
gonna
sad.
start
You
fresh
spend
next
months
year.
making them, and then you have to take them apart at the end of the year.
Okay, here we go. Da 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 da. Oh, we're gonna get started.
Go up.
And so,
I kind of forgot my robot was broken, so we came, and then we got it out.
Reese, will you run and get the
And then I'm like,
manual?
oh
Will
man.
you run and get the manual that's in that box?
The papers.
But yes, there's a manual for us on how to build the field. We have to put the pieces on the field. And then they have a kit. If you
build a big robot, you put your baby
Yes,
on there.
they have a robot, piece by piece. This is actually the manual. But it's a computer program
Building
on
the
their computer,
robots
and they go step by step. And it'll say you
I can imagine all the pieces.
Tiny little
The
watch.
robot.
Some people like building
really good instructions that tells you
Step by
each
step.
step.
Okay.
but still
Yeah, but it
finding all
doesn't
the
tell you
pieces
what
was
the part is, so you have to You have to click on it.
Like if you're finding a 2x16, you have to count all the holes.
To do it.
That takes forever.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Anyone else?
You guys want to drive? You didn't get to drive. You want to drive?
I want to.
Okay. All right.
Badly.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. And so then they also have to talk to the other team, and the other team might say, I'm going to work on this side of the field, and I'm going to work on this side of the field. And they'll have to
So you're actually working together.
No, you can't crash it. It's not robot cooperation, not competition.
Tear each other's pieces.
Okay, are you ready?
Little boxing robots.
Ready? Okay, one last time. Here you go.
You don't have killer robots, do you?
And they also have to figure out how to hook the right wires to the right port in the brain, to the right part on the robot to get it to clamp, to get the thing to go up and down. They had to troubleshoot it. They had to problem solve, troubleshoot. Whose favorite part is building the robot?
Not mine, really?
Building the robot?
She's
Okay.
the wire.
Whose favorite part is driving the robot? Okay.
I just like
Okay.
doing it so I
Where's
can knock
Kendall?
off the sides.
Kendall, master problem solver, when something wasn't working, they would go to Kendall and say, hey, can you help me fix my robot? Who else? Jensen? Jensen always knew lots of information. He was always trying to help somebody put something back together if parts fell apart.
It took us about 8 days to There's something wrong with your claw.
So you can tell it's a competition. Okay, clean your mess up. Get you gather up your things. Thank you for allowing this time. But it's time consuming, but they enjoy it. We usually have 2 practices a week. They come as much as they can. They had the kids quitting, coming back, catching them up. where they're at in the robot. We had 4 teams to start. We didn't get one robot built, so then we had to recombine teams, and then we ended up with a strong 11 that ended up coming. There's lots of stuff.
No, is that on? Now take the battery. What's your next?
Well, I would like to be continue at high school level to go, because it just goes all the way up. And so, the confidence that they've gained this year is
The growth.
I don't know, take it with you. You can't fix it here, sorry.
Take it with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. The competitions are open. You can
Trying to fix that before.
Let us know.
Okay, team, any final thoughts?
Is this a seasonal thing?
Seasonal thing. Will, the new game, state is getting ready to happen on March 14th. We didn't qualify for state, so we couldn't go. And then the new game will come out after that. And then teams start again in May or June for the next school year. And we usually don't, we just, I don't think we would have kids stay for an entire year.
We'll disassemble our robot.
But when we get together, I'll introduce the new game to them. They'll disassemble and put the kids back together so that we can start fresh. They'll let me know if they want to be on the team again. Or they'll let us. We will meet one more time this school year to take the robots apart and then to show them the new game after it comes out. And then we'll start again next September-ish and start build a new robot. We've been able to stay in room 405 for a few years, and that's very nice. I appreciate that.
It's not
Yes, and so we're always there. I can let you know my practice schedule next year. You can come to a practice. So.
Like you have rooms designated just for your robots then?
No, I use it for speech as well, and OT and PT go in that room, and but it's down in the pod. But no, it was a classroom. It was an EL classroom once upon a time, and so yes.
So my favorite part that we had practice on Monday, then we had our games Tuesday. So we would leave around 4:30. Then the games wouldn't start until 6. Then we wouldn't get back until 8:30.
And we wouldn't eat dinner until you get home.
Oh no, you guys learned the concession. The concession stand.
There was no cost to get in either, so that was nice.
And I am so glad too that no one said your favorite part was the concession stand. I'm telling you.
My favorite part was the washers. They're so fun.
And now here's my question. Can we have one robot in a trophy case?
In a trophy case?
Is there a way that can happen?
Do we have a trophy case at the elementary?
No.
We were so close. Yeah, we can put these in the
Anyway,
But what did we tell
Nice job.
They helped out with the shirts and the competition and the kits and the registration at the state level. So these are the people in charge of that.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for letting us come.
Yep, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Yes. All right.
Yep, you're free to go.
They got business. Good deal. Okay.
You're free
Thank
to
you
go.
so much.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Claims.
I move to approve claims 918-2862 through 918-3016 and payrolls 2, 3, and 4.
Second. Moved and second. Roll call, please, Kelsey.
Jerry.
Yes.
Linda.
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Isaac.
Yes.
Ed. Yes.
6-2.
Yep, a couple field trips there, one of out of state, and both of them are out of state there to Workforce Wednesday to Wright Patterson with Jennifer with a junior high group she's working on, and then Shelly's going to take a group to the University of Northwestern Ohio there. So ask that you approve those field trips.
I move we accept the field trips that was presented.
Second. Moved and second. Kelsey, please.
Jerry.
Yes.
Linda.
Yes.
Tim.
Yes.
Isaac.
Yes.
Ed. Yes.
6-2.
Yes, we got a couple three resignations there with Nancy. Next year's giving up the student council, Nefeded Cruz, our special ed para, and then Amanda Neubauer is going to resign as the director of daycare, and then recommendation from Mallory Smithson-Reynolds as our junior high special education teacher. A couple terminations with Maggie Perez, our second shift custodian. Alicia Hughes is our high school attendance secretary. And then our coaching ECA recommendations of Bailey Stewart taking on our tennis position. Justice is going to help her as a volunteer. And then Rush Reichert is one of the assistants at the high school softball. We can take those all at once, or we can do them individually if you would like.
I move to approve all those personnel items.
I'll second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Kelsey, roll call, please.
Jerry?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Bev?
Yes.
Okay. Down to updates.
Yep. Just to go over that real quick, this is the public transfer. Every spring and fall they put out how many students potentially live in your district, and then how many actually are residentially enrolled. So we got 931 that in the fall lived in our district, 832 are enrolled in our school. We have 32 coming from other places, other school corporations, districts. We had 99 leaving and going somewhere, so it's a net loss of 67. And then I got a couple comparison of the nearby districts on there as well, where Winchester's down 36 from what live in their district, and of course Monroe Central is up 175 from what live in their district. I think a lot of move-ins from the Muncie area. Randolph Southern's got 29, and then the Union with all their online across the state enrollees looks like where's all those kids coming from, but that's all the digital virtual kids. So just a quick update there. The state updates that every spring and fall based on what we report to the state. So the other one, PCAP, just a big shout out to our Pathways to Careers and Post-Secondary update. I think with the switch we've made there with Mr. Davison going in that room has made a huge difference. I think some positive things are happening there. He's ordering some supplies, taking them on field trips, and I think working out some potential opportunities to partner with some businesses to do some projects. And I do know that part of it is also to increase their GPA, and from their 8th grade year they were at 2.3, and then the last reporting was that they're at 3.0. So it's doing well for those kids that need something different. It's a traditional way of doing school instead of just sitting. It's more of a hands-on atmosphere. So I think progress is being made there. So that's good.
Just a comment, I know my grandson personally has improved his morale.
Yeah.
So it's working.
It's working. Yeah.
New business, 8-1.
Yes, this is just the first reading of our policy updates that as the rules and laws change at the state and federal level, we have to kind of continually hone and tweak and rescind our policies. So you had those in your packet. You can read through those, and then next month we will approve those policies. So some of them are rescinding and some are just being updated and replaced based on current federal and state law.
Okay. 8-2.
Yep, the last one there is just asking that as we get through this and hopefully before our next board meeting we can hire a new high school secretary. I ask that you give us permission to hire and bring that candidate then at the next board meeting so we can get that person started and trained. So I ask to keep that approval.
I'll move to approve giving permission to hire a high school secretary.
I'll second.
Moved and second. Roll call, Kelsey, please.
Jerry?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Tim?
Yes.
Isaac?
Yes.
Bev? Yes.
Review report.
Yes. First one there is the budget. I think that's in your packet as well. Not bad for January being at 9%. We want to kind of be at 8% of what we had budgeted, but also that was a 3-pay month, so just being 1% over is not bad there. So feel pretty good that we're still on track with what our plan is working. And then our operations, we want to try to keep that to 80% of the entire budget. So we have unexpected things, we'll have that, but we're sitting at 6.36%, which is right on target to where we want to be to get to that 80% at the end of the year. So things are going well. I think feel pretty good about where we're at budget-wise. So just that's a quick update on that. And then you should have got the athletic ledger, which things are looking good there. And you have the extracurricular accounts, and then our cafeteria is still solid in the funds and gaining a little bit each month. So we're not where we were at last year and way in the reds there. So that is doing well. And then we had our February count date for the spring count. We were down about 8 or 9 students from our October count, but also part of that is we had, I believe, 8 midterm graduates meaning seniors that graduated in December, so that's the bulk of those kids, so that's why it is down there.
Okay. Corporation department comments. Any students? None. Staff comments. Anything?
Yeah, I'll say welcome aboard from Mallory. We continue to make progress on our staffing, and we'll keep chugging along.
Okay. Back to you, Superintendent.
Superintendent, kudos to the Mr. Jones and recognizing those kids. I think that'll be a nice, positive thing to honor kids that are doing good things, because I think far too often society doesn't honor those kids because, or anybody. It's much easier. It sells newspapers or headlines if we can find the negative. So let's find the positive and promote that so that our world becomes better. Same way with robotics. For those kids and those grades to come up and speak in front of adults at a setting like this, I think is pretty, shows what those type of things can do for you. That's pretty cool if we can continue to grow those things. And another good thing, the county's doing a 250 project with America Turning 250. I think they went today on a trip. And then I know the bands are going to do something later in April, I think, combined, playing with the Purdue band. And I think if it still works out, some of the band members here with some of the other county band members are going to go to Fox 59 one morning and do play something together. Nice. So that's pretty cool that that's been happening here in our county. So, and then on March 18th, we're going to break ground out at Harder Park with what the Workforce Wednesday Playground Paradise on the phase 1 of that. So
there was a parade out there this week with playground equipment.
Yes, so that is coming. We're going to break ground, and hopefully it's nice that day, so it's not raining and too cold. But that is coming. So a lot of good things happening. That's all I got.
Word comments, Jared. Linda.
I really enjoyed both presentations. I love hearing good news. So, yes, thank you to the robotics group and to Justin with the Spirit Award. I love that.
Same. Isaac?
I agree with Linda.
Me too.
Bev, you too?
Yep, the robotics was just seeing the excitement in those students' eyes.
Oh, yeah.
So just
I'd like to see that grow into the high school.
Absolutely.
And that's what Treva, that's why I asked
That
her to be awarded.
enthusiasm.
She'd like to really see it hit the high school.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to SROs, Jacob and Bill. I think you had a day here last week or early. I know Keith and Justin took you out for breakfast or supper or something. That was awesome. And recognize you guys. Just a little update on the CPR that we're doing school-wide. All the bus drivers are pretty much all done. We're getting ready to do the May 13th and 14th is going to be the seniors week to be CPR first aid certified. The Dylan Williams Foundation agreed to help us out on that, on the purchase of the cards. And March 20th, we're going to get the certification for the custodians, secretaries, and maintenance people. So with Mr. Malloy and Jacob and Bill and myself, we're really moving this along. It's going to be it's a great thing. I venture to say there's not many other schools that's going to be corporation-wide 100%. So it's a little bit of good news for Randolph Eastern. Nothing else. I deem this meeting adjourned.